It's 3 in the morning, and the temperature is 17 degrees, 17.2 degrees. I don't know if you can see that. I wish this thing had a light on it, but 17 degrees. The Zissou performed flawlessly. But what happened was, since it was inside the bivvy, which REI says is breathable, couldn't handle it. But then think about it though. Think about you pull a can of beer out of the refrigerator and you leave it outside. It's gonna, as it experiences the warmer air, there's condensation and it starts dripping, right? Well, that's what happened with the Zissou. The heat from the sleeping bag coupled with the outside of the bivvy experiencing this cold weather couldn't handle it. So there was condensation inside the sleeping bag on the bag. There was even ice formed on it because of the temperature. One trick is when you have water, put it upside down, store it upside down. That way the ice will form at the top and you'll still be able to, when it's time to pour, you have water you can get to. Okay, ladies and germs, by way of a final inspection to see what we brought on the trip, we're going to do a contrast of loadouts between Guerrillacomm and myself. So I'm going to go from left to right, and I don't have everything displayed. This is a Gregory Jade 70 circa 2010 or 2012. Inside this pouch here I've got a British type Basha tarp and a rain top, along with my trowel and baby wipes. In here is a bunch of more media and camera batteries and stuff like that, and a MSR water filter, which was an epic fail this trip. Granford's Brooks axe. You've seen the multicam bladder carrier, in this case used as a utility pouch for the tripod. Snivel gear consisting of a couple weights of thermal underwear. We got a GoPro camera here on a little mount. Then we've got a homemade footprint for my tent. Army fleece jacket. This is a Thermalite reactor sleeping bag liner, which I used last night. It was good to go. Back here is an REI bivvy. This is the only thing that I did not use this trip. In here is a Sierra Design Zissou 12 degree bag, I believe, with that water resistant down. In here is my Copper Spur UL1 without the tent. This is just the fly and footprint, and then on the end here, trying to escape, is my Xped Sinmet 7 UL. And that's about it. Got the pot here, which I wasn't expecting on using. I thought I was going to cook in my canteen cup, but I wound up using the pot more, which was good. And that'll just slip over my army fleece when I pack the bag. Alright, so let's go over to Guerrillacomm and see what he's got for us. Boom. Okay, let her rip, GC.
Alright. This is my shelter setup. I got a Wilderness Logic Old Man Winter tarp in there. A double-sized hammock with all the straps and tent pegs and all that good stuff, all in this one little roll. This is like my 5Cs bag here. It's got my cutting cord and all that other stuff. Hygiene and first aid. This is like my catch-all little bag for everything. This here's another dry bag, and I plan to use this to transport water, and it stores my carpenter's axe and my quick assembly buck saw here, 24-inch. Mora black right there, bushcraft black. This is my fishing kit. I got everything in there, the reels and everything, and little hose clamps to make my own pole out there in the field. This is actually the bag that holds all this crap. It ripped. It's a Cuban fiber bag that was made to go inside a pack, but I decided to use it as an external bag, and we didn't even do anything strenuous out here, so that was a mistake. 38 special for obvious reasons. Rain top. This is my snivel gear, top layer, bottom, my pants, thermal pants. This is the just in case I get caught, escape bivy. This area here is new to me, so I didn't know how the temperature swings are going to be around here, but didn't need it. Snivel bag, everything in here is snivel and extra clothing and stuff like that.
What kind of extra clothing did you bring?
Extra polypros, base layers.
Okay.
Another
Tops and bottoms?
Tops and bottoms.
So the other tops and bottoms that you had, they were like down stuff?
Down stuff for the outer layer.
Right.
And this is my base inner layer.
Okay.
With an extra cap and underwear or whatever.
And did you bring an additional like waterproof layer on top of that, like a shell?
Yeah, this is the shell, top shell here.
Okay.
And within the snivel bag here, I have my bottoms, the Gore-Tex bottoms from REI.
Okay.
So that's what, 3 layers
all
together.
It's a full meal deal right there.
Yeah, and I did manage to put the waterproof top as a windbreak, because this wasn't really stopping the wind that much. And I'm a pussy too, so. This here is my underquilt and top quilt as a replacement of a sleeping bag, because I hammock mainly now.
And you've done videos for those already?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so we'll refer to those. We'll annotate that.
Copy, and then I got a little bit of video of this setup here, using it as sort of a ground tent setup as well. And my ULA Epic bag here that holds all this crap here. This here is the bear bag or bear canister that I'm required to have out here. And this one here, the top could be used as a frying pan or whatever. So I figure it's a gimmick that got me.
Did it come with like a little handle or something, or you just
gotta... The handle is part of the locking mechanism as well. But you could take the handle off and put it within the slot there and use it as a handle for that.
That's badass. Okay.
They got a bigger size too, but this is for like just one guy, one person. Bear bag, which I mainly use, but I brought it with me just to put in the overflow. This thing was a little bit too small for 3 days or 4. And my alcohol kit right here, and all this is pot cozy there to keep the mountain house all nice and warm after you put it in there, after you get done. And I got a titanium Vargo bot, which is a bottle and a pot all in one. So that worked out pretty nicely.
Yeah, those bear hangs are pretty. I've never seen it, and, but how you had it up in the tree there seemed pretty effective.
Oh yeah, I've seen videos of people just use it and hang it too close to the main trunk where the bear could just reach on out and slice the bottom and everything comes out like a piñata, Yeah. So it's best to put that at the end of the limb where the bear's like, oh shit, I ain't going over there.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, breakfast being had, let's pack up and roll, man.
Let's do it.
All right. Okay, so I'm going to try and show the versatility of this Jade pack again by packing it through the access front panel here, which I've never done really, but what I'm trying to show is the versatility and really the practically nothing that I have that I brought out here besides the sleeping kit and tent, I mean, that's pretty much all I have except for snivelage. We knew it was going to be cold out here, and so we packed accordingly. But I was hoping to be out early where we could have spent some time processing wood for a fire. As it was, we were above the legal elevation for wood fires, so that was a no-go. Alright, so right at the bottom is going to be my sleeping bag. Fill in that bottom slot right there. And then taking up the slack from the water bladder area is going to be the sleeping mat. One thing to keep in mind is that all this stuff, this plastic stuff out in nature, static cling is not your friend. Now we got sleeping bag liner and bivvy. Dang, see that? Just clean it all off. And then the last thing above that is the tent. And this looks big, but it's full of air. Just collapses. Alright. And that's about it, folks. The rest of the bag is primarily full of the canister that goes under the top right here under the lid, and that's pretty much it. So on top of that bunch, I'm going to put my snivel gear, and fleece jacket inside the pot to save space. And that is it. Wants to pick up at the pass. Guerrillacomm and I left Chicken Spring Lake right around 9 o'clock. 0900 for your European types. And we've come here to the pass. There goes the Pacific Crest Trail continuing south toward Mexico. This heads on down to that big Whitney Meadow. We came through here. And so finally we're going to head down Cottonwood Pass back to Horseshoe Meadow in all this majesty. Hard work up here, but it's worth it. You ready, GC? Let's go. Hey everybody, taking a little bit of a breather. Sorry there's not too many hiking shots. It's just too hard. But this is definitely a thinking man's game. Here you could see the path. This isn't that bad, but up by that tree on the right, that big redwood over there, you can see it's sort of like that, the rocks and stuff. I mean, you've got to be paying attention, thinking about where you put each step. The downhill isn't, it isn't the task cardio wise, but it's still physically trying. It's like an endurance workout for your muscles, for your hamstrings and everything. Because I mean, just imagine you've got a 7-year-old on your back, and then you're going down a flight of stairs. Only that flight of stairs is about 2 kilometers long. So, doing a controlled descent each step, lowering, you got to think about it. You're not just flying down there, you're thinking each step. There's plenty of opportunities for injury out here, and that's what you have to avoid. So, yeah, it's a slow go, but I mean, I'm not breathing hard at all. But it is hot work. Sweat and muscle, that's for sure. Right now I'm just wearing the Marmot wind jacket, and then this is the XGO level 2, and then the Equix level 1. This is Army issue right here. I think it comes in tan now or something like that for the theater, the combat theater. But it's a silk weight base layer, so that'll take my sweat, spread it out all over the place. Hopefully the level 2 will take that and allow it to give me some layer of insulation, so that if the wind blows, it won't be cold. That's another function of the jacket too. It's windproof, so it allows the sweat to soak in, and then the wind, if it's breezy, it won't allow it to penetrate down to my body. So that's the theory anyway. I mean, I'm fairly warm when I'm moving, so it's okay. And that's part of the real reason, or one of the reasons why I came out to test all this stuff. The 2 sleeping bags, the layering system in the cold. So, all right, time to rug back up. See you later. And we are taking a break here on the pass, getting teched up with all of our technical gear. I'm rocking the fairly new to the scene Sony Alpha 6000. Guerrillacomm's got his production rig over there with his Gorilla Pod. How apropos. What kind of camera are you running there?
This is a JVC Addiction.
Uh-huh.
It's like the competitor to the GoPro.
Okay.
So,
oh, I see. And so you're using the Gorilla Pod to wrap around your stick there.
Right, on the foam part here.
Nice.
When I had it over here with a kind of...
Huh.
But I'll make it work one way or the other.
Yep. Still some beautiful country out here. Amazing stuff.
For sure.
So we're about 3/4 of the way down Cottonwood Pass, and I think it's about 2 miles. 2 miles after that, we'll be back at the parking lot. Pass is just the pass is the real ass kicker. And busting a move. my sternum strap actually snapped on me on the hike up, and I neglected to do some repairs to it. We got 550 cord, could have rigged up something on the other side and made do, would have been fine. But carry experiences is definitely different. Having to really weigh the difference between the load lifters and the shoulder straps and how they work together to raise the load and make sure the load stays on the hips. Now you guys know how the videos are made. This is stiff with salt. You know, with body salt from perspiring so much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the 550 cord, slip it through this loop right here, and then go ahead and loop it around the strap, and it'll be golden.
Good as new.
Right now, the adjustments between, and that's another thing too, is adjusting the difference between your shoulder straps and cinching it down and keeping that lumbar where it's supposed to be, versus hiking your load lifter so high, you know. And so you gotta figure out the ratio. And again, look at these straps.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, this is from training. Right, you gotta clean your stuff. Right, because it makes it difficult to operate your gear if it's dirty. Dirt matters.
Dirt, salt, that.
Yeah, so you got to be on it. That's, you know, gear maintenance right there. You know, well, gosh, how do you wash one of these? You take it to the car wash and you hit it with the steam cleaner.
No shit.
Pressure washer. Just hang it on where you're, hang it where you hang your carpet, your floor mats. Just hit it with the pressure washer.
That'll do it.
Take it back home and hang it up.
I haven't even thought about that.
Yeah, I mean that's military style right there. That's
Gotcha.
how you go wash your TA50, man. Take it to the car wash,
spray it down,
and done. You know, unless you're one of those guys who got the steam cleaner at the house.
No, not this guy.
But you could see because of not having the sternum strap and trying to compensate for it by over tightening, you know, the shoulder straps and the load lifters. What's causing it is the torque is causing the straps to compress and then twist off and bite into the shoulders.
Yeah, like a cut off circulation and just make it all.
So there's a definite need for that sternum strap and how to use it.
There it is. Multi-tool and 550 cord. That'll repair anything out here, just about.
Just as golden as duct tape.
And we have that too if we need it. Check that jammy jam.
Repair complete.
Good as new. That Condor magazine pouch holds his lenses. Right there. Big old bazooka of a lens at that. Yep. So the only sidearm that you got going on is your SD there and a couple of magazines?
Right, XD, couple of mags. I got the Walkman in here right now because I got I'm amber right now. So.
Gotcha. That's true tactical right there. Walkman in the magazine pouch. Camera lens in the M4 magazine pouch holder. Your chest looks like your where you would keep your compass at.
Right here. Normally it would be a GI first aid kit, right? The one bandage roll that would be here. That's what that's for. And so I got 2 neutral density filters in case the sun is too bright. I can slap it on there, and then I've got a lens cleaning brush, just a little quick airbrush to get that dust off.
That's it, combat photography right there.
Combat photography, yeah. 84 Mopic, that's me.
Yeah, right on.
84, what was it? 84 Charlie Mopic, yeah. So with this is a zoom.
And all I got is a wimpy 38 special. But a speed loader and one speed strip.
So yeah, I guess it got cold last night. We're on our way back, and this creek is frozen over. Pretty amazing. It was free flowing. Now we got ice across the top. I mean, it's still flowing, but it got crusty. Cool. Guerrillacomm and myself, TSF, heading out of Horseshoe Meadow, about to hit the parking lot. And really great trip, really great combos. I wish we could have captured them all. That was part of the purpose of coming out here, doing this Super Marvel Team matchup. But as we wrap it up here, this is just some beautiful country, and I have to say, if you're not out seeing what's out there, you need to go see it, especially the veterans, OEF dudes, Vietnam vets. Y'all might be too old, but I mean, I'm already pushing it, but to see what's out there, that, you know, you're just here for a moment in time. You know, you need to go out and you see this timeless stuff out here. It just reminds you that time is going to go on, and why fret about your problems? Learn to live and just keep living. Don't stop living, because the rest of the world isn't. You know, it's a shame if you stop. Get out there in nature and put things into perspective. Find your purpose by meeting challenges and overcoming obstacles, like killer humps like this. I mean, it's a way of revalidation, you know, of yourself, especially if you've lost your purpose after the service. You know, go out there and challenge yourself and beat those challenges. Hey, Guerrillacomm, fantastic. Had a great time. What was your overall take on? I mean, what was your overall purpose and an overall take on your basically your end roll up of your 2 days? I'm sorry, 3 days.
3 days.
3 days, 2 nights, even longer for you.
Yeah, it was just getting out of the routine, you know, and validating some gear, but most importantly, just coming out here and having fun and looking at all this stuff out here.
Yeah, I told everybody that I wish they could have heard some of the combos we had. You know, if we could have captured some of those combos, it was definitely, that was part of the reason why I came out here, was to get those combos on.
There was a lot to talk about, but then you kind of like sit down, shut up, and just look around, and that was a lot of the time, you know?
Yeah, yeah. So, especially that first day, boy, I was...
Oh, yeah.
we got out to the lake, and I was just like, I'm gonna go to sleep.
Yeah, Maddie and I, we've been here.
Yeah.
Yep.
I want to go lay down. But yeah, man, great time. What are your thoughts with, just like when what we talked about, you know, various mealtime discussions about bugging out and preparedness, and taking time to do events like this, and how it applies to...
It'll reveal the kinks in your armor big time. Like I was down heavy. I had mostly down stuff and maybe some thermal loft, you know, stuff, but it's not field proof. I mean, you're gonna have to take a lot of precautions with that. That was one thing, you know. There's so many. I mean, canister.
Do you have a big takeaway?
My system worked. That's my big.
Yeah,
especially on the
absolutely.
ground. Hammocking on the trees, I got that covered. But on the ground where there isn't no trees or anything like that, can I still get away with what I got? And it seems like I did at 32 degrees at least. Not a very good sleep, but I'm still breathing.
Right.
And that's the bottom line for me. And,
right.
And for me, that was fantastic as far as, you know, the business end of us coming out here.
Yeah.
And then we had the fun stuff. And
yeah.
That was spectacular.
Yeah. Well, after the winter, oh, did I die? I died.